to this tutorial. I'll be taking you through Civil 3D. So we're going to do it in a very fashionable way because you requested us to go back and do it and try to change some things. So we will definitely do that for you since you have shown a lot of support to us. That support means everything to us. So I will I will do that indeed for you, and I will be doing it right here. So allow me to set up some few things here, and then we get started. Yeah, so I'm setting some few things here so that we will not have disruption. Let me handle it off. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm setting up some 2 3 things here so that at the end of it all we will be at the same page. Yeah, so first of all, Michina, and I'm so glad that you're here with us. And I hope you're fine. And thanks for joining us in this live tutorial. So I'm setting up some few things and then get started very fast. Just for them to bear with me 1 minute. Yes, so we take you through this. The first thing that I'm going to do is 1 minute. So again, we can. Yes, so Yes, welcome friends to this amazing tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be introducing you to Autodesk Civil 3D, a powerful design software used by civil engineers for designing roads, creating pipes, pipe networks, and other infrastructure projects or design. By the end of this session, you'll be familiar with the Civil 3D interface, creating a surface, designing an alignment, generating a profile, and building a simple corridor. So without further much ado, let's get started. So the first thing that I will do when I open my Civil 3D, I will get this interface. So very fast, I'll be introducing you to this interface. So when you come here, you get home. You also get a quick quick action bar here where you can find all these tools. You can get new, you create a new file you can open a previous project if you have them. You can save as, you can export actually in different formats if you wish to. You get to publish your work. You can print it, and also you get the drawing utilities. So in the drawing utilities, when you click that, you get to units, drawing settings, and other tools that you get to get there. Also, you get this that is new. You get to open, you get to save, open web mobile app, and also you get to save to web mobile. You can also get to print and undo and redo. So with that, let's go to home. When you go to home, you get these tool space. When you click it, you cross that. When you click it, it brings all these tools. For now, we don't need to close it, we need it. So once you get all these tools, we'll be going through each and every one of them because we'll be spending much of our time in home tab. So inside, you get to import. You can also get to Autodesk connector for ArcGIS if you need to view the library of design, which location data source manager. Also you get to create, edit, and other work. So you get to InfraWorks and other things. So in Annotate, you get all these tools, and Analyze, you get also to survey, you get to drive through. And I hope that today, because you get also grading volume tools, and I hope today, because we wish to do this regardless of the time, that we'll be able to create our corridors and also get to drive through our road. So I hope that in all that we get to the end of this tutorial with something that it will be tangible. So keep watching and keep connected. Yeah, so we're now in Civil 3D. You'll notice that it is much of the AutoCAD. However, Civil 3D include specialized tools, that is tool palettes and ribbon. Most of our tools are under the Home tab, including creating ground data, alignment, profile, and corridors. You also see the tool space. This is where the Civil 3D stores and organizes your design objects like surface alignment and pipe network. So the first thing that we're going to do is to import our data. So I'm going to home. This is where you'll be spending much of your time. And what I will do here, I will click uh, points, and then I click create points, and this will appear here. I will click here, import points. I will come here, and this will show up, and then I click the plus sign and I get to select the points that I need. So I get to select topo survey points, and then I open, and then they will load. After that, I will change the filtering format to something PENZ format, that is the point number, northing, easting, point elevation, and description. So after that, I will click OK, like that. So after that, you will not be able to see your points, but whatever you need to do now is to click the zoom tool. After you click the zoom tool, you click in your workspace and you will get to see your data like that. So give you a minute to try and do that, and then we'll try again with you. So kindly, if you have any query and you are in our online class, kindly feel free to ask any question. So you can try that and see how it's going to be for you. So hope you are successful in creating your and in importing your points. But if you are not successful, let me take you through again. So the thing that you need is to go to Home tab, and then you click Points, and then you click Point Creation Tool, and this Point Creation Tool will appear here, and then you click here Import Points. And then after that, you need to click this plus button, and you get to select your points where you have saved them. So for my case, since I have imported, I will not select anything, and then you get to change your file formatting, that is depending on the data that you have. So with that, I hope that we are together. So the next thing that I will need to do is to create a surface for my project, and the thing that I need to do is to go to surface, and then I click create surface. Here I will not change, I will change just the name to my road surface, and then I click OK. So let's wait for something here to run. So I will go back to Civil 3D. So I need to create a surface. So I will click create surface. I will change name to my road surface. I will click OK. So let's go back a bit. I need to show you some setting there. I will go back to create surface. Since I have created my surface, I just right click, and then I think I will work with one of them, so I can delete this one. I don't need it, delete. So I will remain with this surface, and then I click here. I'll go to point groups, click there, right click, add. You will add all the points, and then you will apply. You will click OK. So that's how you get to add your surface. But there's something that we didn't do there. So I will go back. I'll go, and on this one I will delete it also. Also this one I will delete it. Now on the surface, since we don't have anything, I will go back to create surface, and I will change name to road surface. On the contours, I will choose the shortest, that is, since we had contour triangles, so I will choose this one, and then I will choose to click OK. I click OK. I click OK. So this point, I will go back to point groups, and then I click point groups, right click, add, and then I add my point. I will apply, and then I click OK. So these points will appear, and then I'll be having my surface like this. So the problem now is that I will not be able to see my points. So I need to go back to these points. I will not want to check them. I go back to my roads. Then I'll choose my point, add, and see how it's going to behave. I will apply, click OK, and then I think I will work with this one still, and then with that I think we are good. So up to there, hope that we are together, and if you have any query, kindly feel free to ask. So up to there, hope we are together. I hope that you get up to there. Yes, so let's continue. Being successful in creating a surface. But if you are not successful, I'll be taking you through it once again. So I'll be taking you through once again if you are not able to be successful in creating the surface. So so the next thing that I'm going to do is to help you to if you are not able to create a surface, let's go back. So the first thing that you need to do is to have already imported your points. And if you are successful in that, thank you, then the next step should be easy for you. So you will go to surface, you click and then you create surface here. After you create surface, you rename it the way you want and it will appear here on the surface. And then you will click the plus button again and again and you get here to point groups. In the point groups, you click it and you right click, and then you will add your points, and that way you will have already created your surface. So the next thing is for us to create an alignment, and this is the most important thing for us because if we are not able to create a good alignment, then we might not be able to create a good road. We don't want to create a road where it will run over buildings. So it is good for us to ensure that we are creating a good alignment. So I will go to points here, point groups. I will right click. I will click new, and on this I will click include only. It's here, and on all point I go to none. includes matching includes matching CL, and I think with that I will click apply, then I'll click OK. So one of my points have been good. So I go back to here surface, I will delete this surface. I don't need it. I will go to point groups, click properties, so I have two data here, that's why I might get challenges. So I go to these ones and I click delete this group. I will edit them. I think since I want to create a good one. I will go to none, click apply, click OK. So I had so many point groups, so I click go here, properties, here none, I click apply, OK, point group 2, properties, I go to none, apply, click OK, properties, so click none. I think if we do this, then we should be able to see our points only, since we had created a lot of. So we need to go back, go to on point type, right click properties. Here will include none, but on this side I will include description only, include home. I click apply, then so let's go back. So click properties, I will none also, click OK, like that, and then we'll get the CL, but now we don't have their points. So I go back to my point group 2, properties, and here I click include matching CL, I click OK. No, I'm not able to see them. Go back to this one, I include none, and then include matching CL, click apply, click OK. I'm not still able to see them here. I go to what point, properties, here we include description, click include, apply, and then it should do away with this one, apply. So I'm going to do away when we had messed up when we imported so many data, and that's why it's giving us headache on creating the perfect alignment. But when you look at this point, you will see them. They are at the center because we had. So we have this point, this one. So we can just create it, since we can be able to do that. So I'm going to create a new file so that I can be able to do this very fast. So after creating a new file, I'm going to shift to my new file that has nothing, and then I'm going to do the work very fast. I'm going to home point, and then I'll be importing my points very fast so that we get to where we were, and then I will do this very fast so that we don't have challenges. Then I will go back to my home, and then I create a surface. I call it surface root, and then I click OK. After it is created, I go back to surface here and go here, click here, go to point group, right click, add, and then I click all of them, apply, then I click OK. Then I have a perfect surface there. So the next thing is to isolate my points. So I will come here to point group properties. So I need to go to properties. So I need properties. Let me create new points. We create import topo survey points. Okay. Then I group them like that. Click OK. That's so we go to point groups. New. And then here I click none. Include only with matching CL. Click apply. Then I click OK. I try to view it. So I don't know why we are having much problems here with our data today. I'm trying to isolate the so go back to properties. I have done none here. I click none also. Apply, click OK. So I think I'll be okay with that. So the next thing that I do is to go to point group properties, cancel. Having a lot of problems, we should be able to figure out what's the problem. So I go back to creating my surface. I'll change the name, click OK. I'll go back to surface, point groups, add. I will add, I'll try, click OK. So that's how you create a surface. After that, I want to isolate my points so that I can only remain with the one that is So I want to create the one that has only include only with matching CL. I think I don't know why it's not reacting to me, but regardless of that, we're going to create an alignment on the data that we have. So so for this case, then we need to zoom out so we can see the CL here. That means the center line. So we'll be following through those points. So I come to alignment creation tool. Will not change much here. I click OK. Then I choose tangent curves, and then I click on to follow along the center line. The center line, I see the CL. I'll be following through. For this case, we might not be able to do the perfect one, but we are going to ensure that we do some good one here. Yeah. So ensure you have a good round. So I'm tracing my center line like that. So ensure you follow very carefully depending on the data that you have, and also for the design speed that you are designing for. So I'm going to trace it that way. So like that. So you need to press it like that. And then after I'm done, I'm going to click escape, and then I'll be having my alignment created like that. The next thing that I need to do after creating a perfect alignment is to create my profiles. But before that, I hope that you have been successful in creating the alignment. But if you're not successful, let me take you back again so that we can be at the same page. So you need to click alignment in your home tab, and you click alignment creation tool, and then you choose the type of you can name it here. You can also change some of the settings here. You can also change the design criteria. You can change the design speed, whatever the road that you are designing for. You can also change if you're designing for the BA standards. For this case, it is set to ASTO 2011 Crown Road. So that is whatever we are designing for. But if you need to change anything here, feel free to change depending on the specifics of the clients. So I click OK, and then the next thing you do is to come here, you click tangent with curves, so that you may not have problems because you have specified your design speed. So those tangent will be made depending on that design speed. So it will have done the most work for you. Okay, so with that, the next thing that we need to do is to create our profiles, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you have been staying with us up to this point, I want to thank you for staying with us here, and feel free to continue to support us as we ensure that this channel grows. So feel free to subscribe and share and comment. So if you have anything that you would need us to go through, also ensure you reach out to us, and you can also comment there. We'll be able to see your comments and we will act on them. So with that, we have been able to create our surface and we have been able to create our alignment. The next thing that we need to do here is now to create our profile. Now we will generate profiles along our alignment. Still under Home tab, go to Profile, create surface profile, select alignment and surface you want. Click Draw in Profile View as a wizard you guide you. So with that, let me show you how to do it practically, and this is how you do it. So after creating your alignment, go to Home and click Profile, click Profile, and then here you need to select your surface, and then I will create my alignment one since I have created my alignment. Yeah, and then I will add. After I add this point, I will draw profile, and then here I need to click next, 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 and next again, and then I click create profile view. So this cursor will appear, and I'll choose where to place my views. So I can choose here like that, but for this one we have done a mistake because it will collide with our drawings. So I'm going to select this one again. I'm going back. I try to move it, but hope that it will accept to move. So we are moving it down, but it is moving up. So let's move it again and see whether it will accept to move again. Since it has refused to move, I will go back, Ctrl Z, 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 and then I will help you to see how we create a profile view again. So I go back to profile, create profile. I will add my surface one. Since I have added it here, I will draw my profile. I will click next, 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 and then I'll click next again, next, and then I click create profile view. This will appear and I will not do the mistake that I did. So I click further away and then I will have my profile view like that. So with that, I hope that you have been successful in creating that. I want to congratulate you if you have come that far. It has not been easy, but feel free to support us by subscribing and sharing this channel. So the next thing that I will do is to create our corridors. Now that we have created our actual profile, we need to create a proposed profile before we create our corridors. So I will zoom this one. I go to profile again, and then this time I'll click. This time I'll create profiles, create profiles. I create profile creation tools. So at this time I select this one, and then it will ask me where I want to create it, and then I will select draw tangent with curves, and then I will be able to correct my drawing, since I don't need my road to be very steepy and bumpy. I need it to be so smooth so that when you drive on it you can have comfort as you wish. So with that, we have created our profile view, and when you look at it, you'll be able to see a bit of information there, and this will help us when we come to the end of this. So by the end of this, we should be able to see our road and drive through. So the next thing that I need to do is to create now the corridors, and we are going to create simple corridors. So I'll go to corridors, and then I will name them as road corridor, and then description roads, and then on this I choose basic, and then I choose alignment, assembly, none, and then I click. So the first thing that I need to do first is to create an assembly before I create my corridors. So I go back to assembly, I will create assembly, and then I call it assembly, like that. I call it as assembly, again, like that. Assemble type, we are doing a road, but I can choose divided, crown load, and then I click OK. So I will create my assembly here, like that, and then I will come to my palette here. I need to click it and then put it here. So I need to click the palette again, and I choose it and I press it here. So on this one I choose the assembly type. I choose first the basic. I need to divide the road like this barrier. I need to press it here, and then I click it as assembly, and like that I should be okay. I go to rents, since I need it as rail super elevation, or I think I should work with let me choose this one, rail super elevation. I click OK, the that side, but now I need to change some setting here. Since I'm working on the right side, I need to change now to my left side. So I click left, and then I click here again, assembly. It should be like that. With that, I will now create my shoulder, and then I create a shoulder. I click this one. I'll click this one. Yeah, this one should work for me. Since I was working on the left side, I think I will start with the left side, like this, create sub-assembly, but I will go to sub-assembly, click there, but it should not be there. I click Ctrl Z. Let me create now on the other side. It's okay. Then and then I create but I don't think that it should be like this. I don't feel satisfied. It's been like that. So I think I'm going to go back. I'm going back to shoulders again. I'm going to select now here top, right there. Now right there again. Sub-assembly like that. I click on the right side, so sub-assembly. Right now, I'm very satisfied. After that, the next thing that I need to go is to basic. I need to create a curve, this one, and since I'm working on my, let's check the side that I was working on, must have been the left side. So I start from the right side here, click there, sub assembly, like that, click here, let's go back to right, click here again, like that. We should be cool with that. So I will create the drainage now. I will create the drainage and then the footpath. So I'm looking for the drainage. Since we cannot find it, let me now try to click here to see whether I find them. I'm not lucky, so I'm going to go back to urban sidewalk. I'll click sub-assembly. I'll click there, but it should be higher than the curb, and it should be higher. The sidewalk should be higher. So let's go back. So go back. So urban sidewalk. I go to the left side, now right side, click here, sub-assembly. I think that should work, but from this side is slower. So please be satisfied with that. I will add now other features that I think they can be added. I will add a basic guardrail here on the shoulder. I will add also here on the right side like that. The next thing that I need to do, I'm looking just for a few things just to add to our assembly. So I will start with the right side. So I go here, click there, sub-assembly, like that. Should be cool. And then right here, click there, sub-assembly, like that. And then I'll add stripping pavement. So with that, I think I should be satisfied with that assembly. And then I click OK. Enter. I'm done with that. Click Escape. And then I close this panel. And then I will have here my assembly. I will have here my profile. The next thing is to create now corridors. So I click here, corridors. Here on corridors, I will just emit corridors. I will name broad corridor. The description I can call it corridor. Here on basic, I just going to here it's going to be on the alignment, and on the assembly, I click this assembly target. I will create none. I will create corridor template. I just go back here, then browse. I think this one should work. Then click OK. Then I click OK. Click OK. Then I select them. Corridors. So it's going to load for us here and try to build corridors. So we have some errors getting. Let's click OK. Then when we go to our drawing, we can see the corridors already here. So this is the corridor that we created. So this is how our road is going to be like this one. So when we go resume there, this will be our load. This is how our road will be like this. And it's good that we ensure that it's not out of the boundaries. So for example, we have extra points, so it means that we are not going to be touching any building. Yeah, so the next thing that I need to do is just to try through it and see how it's going to be like. I'm just going to okay, just going to try and drive through and see how it's going to be like. So I'm just going to start try. So this is our road, how our road is going to be like. So you see we have some very sharp corners there that we may not need. So when you be a driver and you're driving through this road, that this is the experience that you have. So it's good to ensure that after designing, you try to drive through and see how it is going to be like. So let's drive through and see how. So I think it's a good road, but oh, at the start we have seen that there is something. So this is the experience. I don't know about the side distance there because the corners there are very sharp. But I think as a driver now, the experience should be good because I have seen that you're able to see even some distance. But we'll be checking it again at the start because I saw that like we getting to a mountain and then get back. So we need to I think correct that. So let's wait for it to end and then we try to boom, we come to the end of our road now. Um, and then choose cross. And I think at this point, I think it was some kind of, let's see when it is starting. I think it was some kind of confusing there. Let's see how that part is like. We can also get to see it here. For example, I see the problem. When we started creating our profile here, we didn't start from this point. So whatever it's doing, it's coming to this one, and then yeah. So this was the mistake. So at this point, you need to be very careful because now I need to at least act on this again. And sometimes if you don't know the shortcuts, you might be required to redo the whole work, to repeat the whole work. So going to go to profile again, profile section, it's profile, then I select this one, click that one, click OK, then I choose a curves, I choose to the end, then I click escape. I should be cool with that. So ensure that each and every time that you're doing such a work, that you have ensured that you have verified everything is okay. So with that, friends, I want to thank you for staying up to this time. That you have been doing a lot of graphics, a lot of Civil 3D, and I want to thank you for the support so far. So we would love to support this channel. You can support us by subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Also, if you have any work that you would want us to do for you, you can also hit up into the number in our WhatsApp, the number that is in the description. Also, if you need any clarification, reach out to me and I'll be able to help you. If you need to support us financially, use the number, or you can also use our PayPal, the email that is there.